I'm attempting to eat sort of healthy today, so this is meal number one. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. But I have oats and blueberries, PB2, this is PB2 powder, protein powder, flax, and cinnamon. And I'm going to be editing, Dylan did the editing actually. I'm going to be reviewing Dylan's edit and then leaving him notes over here. So that's usually how it works with Hercules Candy. I shoot the video and then I give it to Dylan. He edits, I review it, he edits again, and then uploads the video. And then I've been working on the thumbnails mostly, so kind of just like split everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing some work while I eat this. Oh, and a little soy milk on top of that. What has determined what I'm eating for lunch today is a very first world problem. I have too much food in the fridge and I need to clear it out. So I had a little bit of Upton's chorizo seitan, which in my opinion, if you're going to be eating burritos, the chorizo flavored seitan, I mean, obviously, is the best from Upton's. So I have, it's buried under there, and then there's refried beans. You can see it, that's what it is right there. But then there's refried beans, black beans, nooch, salsa. I'm going to put this half of the avocado on there. So I'm gonna throw in some tahini, some Frank's Red Hot. And that's lunch, because I'm basically just cleaning out the fridge, and who knows what dinner is. Just like my last What I Eat in a Week video, I'm going to do another Apple review. So this is Cosmic Crisp. I've actually never even heard of them until I went to Aldi and I saw them, and there's only 4 in a bag, because they're very large apples. And personally, I just find that biting into really big apples, and maybe it's weird, but I just feel like it's very satisfying when you bite into one. But these are they're like very sweet, slightly sour, and they're just, like I said, just like, in my opinion, very satisfying to bite into them. They're very juicy too. It's usually $3.99 for a bag of these, which is like $1 a piece. But these were probably gonna go bad, so that's why they were marked down like 50% at Aldi. So they're like 50 cents a piece, which like for an apple this big, I don't think it's too bad. But yes, this is my little snack. I'm going into Hercules. I'm gonna shoot some green screen stuff. You guys will see a little bit of behind the scenes of the green screen outros. And that's a really rough work day for me.
For a limited time, for a lifetime limited time.
Make sure you're projecting like looking into the lens, and you're talking like this, like it's a cheesy infomercial.
Okay. For a limited time, you can sign up and subscribe
For free.
for free.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
If you don't do it now, you'll regret it.
If you don't do it now, you'll regret it.
Wow. I'm convinced.
I mean, come on!
That was pretty great, especially like if you could hear you feeding the lions. That was awesome.
Okay, maybe that's...
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah.
Please guys, if enough people like and subscribe to this video, they'll actually have to go home.
Just keep working or you won't get any more coal.
Oh, I'm working, sir, I'm working.
All right, let's see if we can hear it.
What, is there another line or something? You want to feed more?
No, that's
to it?
good, that's good. Yes. All right, go.
Please guys, if enough people like and subscribe to this video, they'll actually let me go home.
Quit your whining. Get back to work, you little baby.
I just want to go home.
I won't give it any more coal.
I need that to warm my house.
No! No!
Too much?
Yeah, let's do another one, right? So just make it sound more like you're a hostage. Or like, maybe you could like talk to them like, like, guys.
Oh, okay.
And like, hey, and then Daddy goes, hey, you're not talking to them, are you? And you're like, no.
I would never.
You know, oh yeah. Okay, ready? There we go.
Enough of you guys like and subscribe to this video, they'll actually let me go home.
You're not talking to him, are you?
No, I'm just working.
Get back to work.
Just covering these turtles.
No more coal for you.
I don't want to go home.
Yeah. That's all I got. That's good.
Oh.
We shot some of the green screen stuff. I'm probably going to shoot a couple more things, but I figured I'd take a break and eat a little food because I'm hungry. That's usually what I like to do when I'm hungry. It's like probably a couple times, at least once a week, somebody will bring in Dunkin' Donuts. So this is just an everything bagel, which if you didn't know, they're vegan at Dunkin' Donuts. And this is just some vegetable stew that Max's mom made. I can just put a picture of the recipe because she just put it on top of the Instant Pot thing. But yeah, she just often makes us food and just brings it in for us to eat. So we have no complaints. So thank you to Max's mom for making us some stew. I don't have my tripod with me in this tiny enclosed space, so we're just gonna try some stew just like this. That's really good. I'm not surprised at all. Max's mom is a fantastic cook. There's mushrooms in here. I really like mushrooms. That's really good.
Don't forget to subscribe and I can't remember. It's like-
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't-
the link in the description
Okay.
for Skillshare.
Are you nervous because I'm standing here watching?
It's just so much to remember for me that I'm just okay.
And click the
Why
front-
can't she have a script like I did?
Or a piece of paper. Write a piece of paper.
Do you want me to hold it up behind
Well,
you?
I mean, you only tried it once and messed up once. I mean, it's not like you can't do this. You can do it.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the link for Skillshare in the description. And for a free
If enough people sign up.
for a free trial for Skillshare, that's the whole point of the link.
Yeah.
And then also, if enough people sign up for it, my mom said that they will probably stop taking money on my paycheck for all the mistakes that Max and Joe have made. Right?
That was probably.
Oh.
Now get back to work.
Hey, I just saw Max run away, laughing.
no.
Listen, if you think we're gonna stop making mistakes, you are dead wrong.
Great.
I don't make mistakes.
Hey, that was good. So you could do it.
That was perfect timing that he came back.
Yeah, I know. This is the frozen stir fry that I made. I threw in some tofu, the tiny bit of leftover seitan that I had left over, a little bit of spinach actually, and some rice. And I've had it with just the frozen stir fry, and it comes with that little packet, but I am also going to add some of this stir fry sauce, which I've found to be a pretty similar flavor just because the rice and the tofu and all the other stuff is going to sort of dilute the sauce, I guess you could say. So I've just found, adding rice and tofu and stuff will sort of just extend it because this is a pretty cheap dinner. Like that frozen stir fry, I think was like less than $3 for that, and the block of tofu was like $2, and the amount of rice was probably like a dime, So I'm just going to eat this steaming pile of delicious looking food while I watch this channel that I just recently found called 16 Leo. He's like a reaction / like commentary channel, and he has some pretty funny stuff to say. So not always family friendly, although I know this family is channel friendly, but I very often don't watch family friendly stuff. Just please don't tell my mom that. Basically the same breakfast as yesterday. The only difference is I add a little bit of this stevia / sugar mix. A little bit too much came out because I don't need that much, but just a little soy milk. I'm gonna watch. Oh, that's a lot of soy milk. It's really hard to use your other hand while you're filming stuff. But I'm trying to finish The Office, and by finish I mean get to at least season 7 because those are the best seasons. I went all the way through season 9 probably like at least 4 times, and I'm only gonna be able to do that on my phone. On Netflix for another 11 days or so. So I am just trying to plow through The Office one last time, and that's breakfast. This is leftover lunch, and I will probably have 2 bowls of that with stir fry sauce again. I live for leftovers. Yeah, it didn't even break. I'm also having one of those giant apples, and I have some creatine. I have a fork in here, but I have creatine mixed into this soy milk because if I don't just continually mix it, it will just sort of sit on the bottom, and nobody likes that. And you will never guess what show I'm watching.
The only supplements that I take when I remember to take them is vitamin D3 and B12. You could take a multivitamin. I've done that before, but I found that B12 and D3, it's usually cheaper. Just take those separately. But then me and my sister went for a walk with some of our friends at this park that every year has a drive-through Christmas light display for families. Kara and I used to go to it when we were really little. So it was really cool. They actually started turning the lights on as we were leaving. But we ended up walking a little over 4 miles. Then I came home, made my pre-workout beet drink. I had some leftover rice, lo mein, tofu stuff that I made the other day. Maybe you'll think it was weird, but I think that microwaving Cliff Bars makes them taste a little bit more like dessert. And fun fact, white chocolate macadamia nut is the best flavor. As for my actual workout, I mean, I didn't film the whole thing, but usually I like to follow a plan. But I just finished Jeff Nippard's full body fundamentals of hypertrophy program. So I decided to celebrate by just doing whatever exercises I want to, whatever weight, whatever reps and sets I wanted to do, just to have fun. Because I think every once in a while it's just nice to just go to the gym and have fun. Just do whatever you want to do. But now I got to figure out what program I actually want to do next. I might just repeat the same one because I really like being able to go to the gym like 3 days a week and still see results. But we'll see.
I just got back from the gym and I am starving. I looked at my Garmin app and it said that I burned close to 4,000 calories a day. I feel like that's probably a little ambitious, probably not quite that many, but still a lot. I think it was like over 17,000 steps a day. So I am having a massive bowl of spaghetti. I have some chopped up peppers, onions, and tofurkey sausage, and I just drowned it in a bunch of spaghetti sauce. And I also have a bunch of Parmesan cheese that I made from cashews, nutritional yeast, salt, and garlic powder. I have made several videos on that, so I can link that in the description if you're interested. If you've never come across that before, it's pretty great, pretty easy, and tastes relatively like cheese. It just tastes really good on top of your pasta. I won't say it tastes exactly like Parmesan cheese, but it's a pretty healthy alternative. Because there are, I know Go Veggie makes a Parmesan cheese that tastes remarkably similar to Parmesan, much less healthy and definitely more expensive, but this is rather cheap and rather healthy. So I'm going to eat this, and a reason why I love drowning it in sauce is, one, I just really like sauce, and also afterwards I like to just clean up the bowl with some bread. So that is my night. Very riveting. Well, that is breakfast. This is a slightly cheaper version of avocado toast. And also, I've even done it before with just beans. If you don't have any avocados ripe and you still want something crunchy for breakfast, you can still have your toast. So I always just put a little bit of tahini on here. Actually, this is one of the first times I'm trying it with the black beans. Last time I actually had a toast like this, I actually only had black beans, and I did some refried beans too. Wasn't a huge fan of that, so I think next time I would probably just do smashed black beans. I did a little bit of garlic powder. Smoked paprika would be good. I think we have it, but I didn't really feel like searching through the cupboard for it. And of course, I'm gonna have some hot sauce. And I also have some soy milk over here with, again, a fork in it so I can stir around the creatine. And I do it like before I take every sip of it, because otherwise it'll just form clumps and like get it to the bottom. Creatine doesn't have much of a taste, but if you have it in like a kind of small cup, it's more of like a texture thing. So that's why I just kind of try to stir it up. So if you're wondering why I've been taking creatine, it is one of the very few supplements that has been scientifically proven to help you build muscle. Basically, it just allows you to eke out one more rep. So if you're not really trying to put on a lot of muscle, you don't need it. So first bite. It definitely still tastes good. I think taste-wise it would be better with avocado, but if you're trying to not eat quite as much fat, or if you're trying to up your protein, or if you don't have that much avocado left, or if you're just trying to save money, these are all good options for adding beans to your avocado toast. Lunch is basically what I had for dinner yesterday, spaghetti and cleaning it up with bread. So I would like to know in the comment section if you guys could let me know if you were raised the same way I was, where my parents would just make really big quantities of food so that they only had to cook like 2-3 times a week and just have leftovers the rest of the week. Because I know some other people who, growing up, their family basically never had leftovers. Like one of their parents was always cooking dinner. My parents were like, that's nuts. We're gonna cook at most every other day. We're just gonna have leftovers. So that's what I do now too. It's just so much easier to cook like 2-3 times a week. And the way that I eat is I will make a lot of food and then I'll just eat that thing to death until it's gone. Like the spaghetti, I will often eat it for like lunch and dinner until it's gone. I've been known to even eat it for breakfast if I'm feeling really lazy. But anyway, I would love to know your guys' thoughts on that. Now it's several hours later and I am dying to know another question. Am I the only one who will occasionally eat spaghetti burritos? There's a lot of reasons why you would eat a spaghetti burrito, okay? Sometimes your wraps are going bad and you gotta eat them. There's other times that maybe you want to eat spaghetti, but you don't really feel like using a fork. And there's other times where you want to convince yourself that you're eating different things every meal, even though you're still eating spaghetti every meal. You're eating different things, okay? And maybe I'll even throw some Frank's Red Hot on there. I know it's a little bit weird, but I gotta convince myself that I'm not as lazy as I actually am when it comes to food. Because I am.
Same breakfast as yesterday. Literally the exact same. But I also had a Honeycrisp apple. But I'm not going to review those because I feel like pretty much everyone's had a Honeycrisp apple at this point. If you've got a Wegmans near you, then I definitely suggest checking these egg rolls out. 5 come in a package. They're pretty decent size. They taste really good. They're not really that expensive. And rice is obviously super dirt cheap. So I'm eating this with some sweet chili sauce from Wegmans. My favorite one is probably either this sweet chili sauce, this is Kara's though, or there is a Wegmans one that has a yellow top. Again, if you got a Wegmans near you, that's a bit better, but this is the cheapest one, so I'm going with the cheapest one. And this is going to be lunch. Again, I'll probably eat a bit more than this, but this is, you get the picture. And this one thing I like about doing these what I eat in a week videos instead of what I eat in a day videos, because I feel like what I eat in a day videos, you have to be much more detailed. Whereas like today, I've been actually kind of busy. So I just did I just went like this to just show what I had for breakfast. And that was it. Now I got a little bit more time, but yeah, that's something that I'm finding that I like a little bit more with these videos. I cut these open so I could show you guys exactly what it looks like on the inside. It's a little bit dark. There we go. I'll get it out of the way of the light. But yeah, it's mostly cabbage. I think there's maybe a little bit of carrots in there. You know what? Let's read the back of the box. It says filling, yeah, cabbage, carrots, onion, sugar, soybean oil. Okay, so it's mostly cabbage, carrots, and then like filler stuff. So that's pretty much it. It's got a really nice texture though. When I cook it, I've been using the air fryer. If you're going to cook it says you're going to cook it for 27 to 30 minutes. 375. I've been doing like 370 to 380. Actually 380 I find it's a little bit crunchier texture for about 17 to 18 minutes. It's so much faster in the air fryer. That's the main reason I like the air fryer. It's basically like a really, really tiny oven. So if you've been contemplating getting an air fryer, I've found it doesn't exactly mimic fried things as much as an oven that just cooks so much quicker because it's so much smaller, can heat up so much faster. And I think it's also like a convection type oven. So it just cooks really quickly. Makes things very crispy. So anyway, I'm gonna eat now. Well, I hope you guys enjoy all these awkward angles because all I had was a pop socket with me, not a tripod. So I was just basically stacking my phone up against weights. And I know that I said that, well, both of these are full body workouts that I'm doing. But the last one that I showed you was pretty much just upper body. And this one I'm showing you is pretty much just my lower body exercises. But I did upper and lower for both nights. I just thought it was funny that that's kind of how the video turned out. And believe it or not, I actually do work out my calves. But they are so weak from all the nerve damage in my legs that I actually have to do assisted calf raises. So basically what you see me doing here is I'm actually pulling myself up and then I'm slowly lowering myself down because my calves are literally too weak to do normal calf raises. So that's how I do calf raises now. I just got back from the gym. I had a pretty good workout and I decided to just do the Jeff Nippard full body workout program over again because I really, really, really like just working out 3 days a week. It's great. I get to see results and I only have to work out 3 days a week. I love it. In other news, I am having dinner. And you'll never guess what it is. Spaghetti. That one meal that I cooked has made me tons of meals. But I've got even more important news. The Andriana's family now has HBO. So I'm totally going to be watching Curb Your Enthusiasm after The Office is taken off of Netflix. And now I'm in a really dark room because I'm getting the bread out of the toaster. Because I usually keep mine frozen because I don't really go through bread that quickly. So it would probably go bad if I didn't keep it frozen. But anyway. After I'm done with watching The Office one last time before it goes off of Netflix, my next thing I'm trying to watch is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
So looking forward to that. I'm also drinking soy milk with creatine, PB2 powder, and a salted caramel protein powder. It's a good dinner. Very, very easy dinner. All right, here is the finished tofu scramble. If I can, I like to be able to have a bit more color, but the green peppers were 99 cents for 3 of them this week, so I was not gonna pass it up. Otherwise, I would like to have like some red pepper in there or orange, just like kind of mix things up, especially if I'm gonna have broccoli and spinach. Around here, green is the only color that I found. So yeah, this is really, I really like tofu scramble. It's like really easy to make. The other things that I like putting in here, sometimes mushroom, although I would put mushrooms in at the end, just like when I would put in the spinach, maybe mushrooms a little bit before then. If you do use black salt, which is gonna give it a very sulfury, eggy sort of taste, definitely put that in at the very end as well. And also if you're going to be, oh, you know what, I don't even have a fork. You know, I got that creatine fork, but I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need a tofu fork too. But the other pro tip that I have is when you put the tofu in the pan, put it in rather large chunks, because as you move it around, it's probably going to just get ripped up and stuff, and it's going to be really tiny. Like they'll all be even like maybe like that size by the time you're done. I personally like big chunks. Like I didn't even like cut these peppers very small just because I like the big chunks. And I really like the Italian tofurkey sausage in these scrambles. I've tried it with just the original, and I just like it best with the Italian one for some reason. The secret is to put a lot of seasoning in, a lot of garlic, a lot of nooch. I just put turmeric in just for color, and I put black pepper in kind of for flavor, but mostly to help your body absorb the turmeric, which apparently is a thing. Your body won't really absorb it that much if you don't put black pepper in. I don't know the science of it. That's all I know though. But yeah, I am going to probably take this other half of the avocado, smear it on here, and I'm going to be just eating it on the bread, and then when it's done, just eat it like normal. I got a little ketchup, a little hot sauce, and of course tahini. So this is my fanciest breakfast of the week. Well, somebody forgot to tell me that they're having pizza today at Hercules. We have this place around here called Twin Trees. If we bring in some Daya cheese, they will just put it on and just make it like a normal pizza. So we got some non-vegan pizza for the non-vegans, but there's also that vegan pizza, this one, garlic broccoli. Oh, that looks good. I don't know which one I want. Okay, definitely not this one. I just realized this one has black olives. Maybe I'll try one of this and one of the other one. I will never understand why this pizza place around here tends to cut their pizza like this, like not how you normally cut pizzas. I don't know, but we're gonna give it a taste test, see if it still tastes okay, even though it's not triangular. I think it'd be better if it was warm, but it's good. For some reason, I really like the corner pieces. I don't know why, but I do. The garlicky pizza is really good. And there's some kind of peppers on here and onions. I think that's about it. Peppers, onions, and cheese. I think I like this one a little bit better. They're both good though. Well. What are you getting, Swifty in here?
Get swifty. Gotta get swifty. Hi, Karen.
Look at that.
What flavors we got here? Dill dog.
I got Oreo and peanut butter.
Wow.
Peanut butter chocolate.
And chocolate. But yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
You're serious about your fudge, huh?
I know. I got this knife along with a whole survival kit from Dylan. So thank you, Dylan.
Merry Christmas.
For when I go camping and stuff. So these are really big chunks of fudge. So I'm just gonna grab one of these and this one.
You just shave some off.
Yeah. We'll test out this knife. Oh,
I just wanted to make them look pretty, so they're pretty big.
cuts like a knife through fudge.
Whoa.
Butter. It's called butter.
Ooh, look at that cross section with the Oreo. I think that looks really good.
Yeah. I want to make sure to get all the Oreo in there.
And this is obviously vegan.
Yes, it is.
Dylan's actually been selling some, which has been really cool.
Yeah.
This is my first bite. Ooh.
Definitely Oreo. Definitely chocolate.
It's very rich. Like I feel full just from sniffing it.
Yep.
The Oreo bits. It's really, really good touch.
Definitely chocolatey.
It's definitely chocolatey for sure. And it's sweet, but it's not like.
Like I say, the peanut butter, I loved the top.
The
marbly.
swirly. Yeah, you can see it better in the other ones too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sweet, but it's not like so sweet it hurts my teeth or anything, which is
Well,
good.
that's good.
It's really good.
This is definitely not healthy fudge.
Mm-mm.
We skipped out on it this year.
The peanut butter though.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like the peanut butter more.
I mean,
That is definitely peanut butter.
I like the Oreo. Well, I said I was gonna cut it in half and maybe just eat that one half, but I'll probably eat
Yeah.
one of
it's
each.
okay. All right.
It's only Christmas Eve once a year, so
Wow. Well, 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10 minimum.
Wow.
You've become a fudge master though.
Thank you, Craig.
You're really good. It's Spooky Craig here to tell you that the power is out. I actually got a notification from Spectrum, which, if you're not in the U.S., is a internet service provider saying that the internet said that Spectrum was out, but we don't get our power from Spectrum. But apparently, it's also affected the power, so I've got no electricity. So anyway, I thought it would be cool to show you guys all the snacks that I got from the big Wegmans, the fancy Wegmans, and I only got one hand, so I can only do so much right now. So I'm just going to hold you guys in suspense until you see exactly what it is. But I was just getting some little Christmas presents for my mom, dad, and sister because for me and Kara, we're not exchanging gifts because we would basically just be trading money. And my mom always wants an Amazon gift card because she wants to pick out her own gift. And my dad I forgot what we got him, but Kara has helped me. She got the gift, and then I just helped pitch in. So for my mom, I got some of these Earth Balance squares. They're basically like Cheez-Its. They got these Earth Balance puffs. They're kind of like cheese puffs, or white cheddar cheese puff. I've had both. Both of them are fantastic. And let's see. Oh yeah, for Kara, I got this gum that is aspartame free and sweetened naturally, so that's pretty cool. It's vegan. And for my dad, I got him some jerky because he, just like any typical guy, he loves jerky. Get me jerky. I'm a typical guy too. I love jerky. And for Kara, I also got bark thin. So I just got 2 little treats for everybody for them to open up, because my mom is not going to be opening up an Amazon gift card because we're just going to be emailing it to her. My dad's got a gift that he's going to open up, but I didn't want him to feel left out. And Kara and I are not really giving each other gifts, but it was like $6 for that, so I think she'll probably be okay with that. So anyway, I'm probably going to go head over to my parents' house where they have internet and stuff, and where I can basically do anything, because I can't cook here either. Like I don't dare open that fridge, because then all the cold will get out, and also even if I did, I couldn't cook anything. But you know, at least we got water, at least we got heat and gas and stuff. So it would just be boring here, especially like I guess I could technically read. I could just use my flashlight on my phone, but I'll probably just bring my Kindle and like maybe a book over to my parents' house and read, or I don't know, do something. All right, just kidding. The power just came back on as I was getting ready to leave, so I'm staying here. And if you guys are wondering, this is the survival kit that Dylan got me. Other than this giant knife, I also got this water bottle holder, which will be like perfect for like when I want to not carry my water bottle with my hand. I got a spork/knife in here. There's also like a flint fire starter, space blanket, some kind of baton. I don't know if I want to like rack a bear or something. Here's some paracord, and so you can like have it on your wrist, and you can also have a compass, so I don't need to hold a compass. I can just have it on my wrist and flip it up like a watch. But yeah, a bunch of really cool stuff. So, and this is all the snacks that I got in the light, so you can actually see it. And oh, this is a clean canteen that I got a couple years ago from Expo West, and I don't really use it, so I'm giving that to my mom as well, part of her Christmas gift. Yeah, another reason why you may want to eat a spaghetti burrito is because I barely had enough spaghetti to make this not even a full meal. So I was like, you know what? I'll add an extra 100 calories with the tortilla. And you know what? I got some sauce here, and I'll probably eat it up with some bread that I have on the toast right now. And I have an apple. It's basically a whole meal. I eat like a bachelor because it's just efficient, you know? I got rid of the spaghetti. I only got one burrito tortilla thing left. You know, just cleaning up. All right, late night snack. Got a little bit of General Tso's, some white rice, broccoli, and black beans. And I hope you guys appreciate my Italian accent. Now that my bananas are finally ripe, I can actually have my favorite breakfast, which is toast, almond butter, banana, and cinnamon. And this is by far my favorite almond butter, the crunchy salted almond butter from Trader Joe's. I think the crunchy for me is even more important than the salted. Plus, you could just add salt. But yeah, I really like the crunchy. If you see this near you, I definitely recommend picking it up. And even if you have had other almond butter before, this is the best tasting almond butter I've ever had, and it's even cheaper than, like, I know not everybody has Wegmans, but this is like half the price of the Wegmans one, and it tastes even better. I don't know how they have the price so low. But it's really good, and I definitely recommend that. 10 out of 10. And I definitely recommend this breakfast. This is literally my favorite breakfast as of late. Lunch today is leftovers from yesterday's breakfast, with the only difference being using everything but the bagel instead of tahini. And of course, watching The Office. And this is how I like to eat it. It's kind of like an open-faced sandwich. I've got the tofu scramble in there, got a little bit of avocado toast, everything but the bagel seasoning, a little bit of hot sauce, ketchup. It's really good. There's really no way for me to bite into this and not get ketchup on my face. I think I already have some on my nose, but here goes. I'll give you the review. It's really good. It's important not to go too heavy on the black salt, which again is why you want to put it in at the end, because if you put it in the beginning, then you're still going to have a very high sodium content, but you're not going to get that eggy sort of sulfury flavor. It just cooks out of it for some reason. So definitely put it in at the end. And then if you still need a little bit more salt, I would definitely just recommend putting it on as you're eating it, like I'm putting it on this open-faced sandwich with everything but the bagel seasoning. This is our Christmas room. And the reason I say Christmas room is because this is as far as the decorations go. Because usually, like last year, we decorated the whole house, and it was really festive and really nice looking. But we also had a couple parties and had some people over this year. Since we can't really have that, and we're only going to have my parents over tomorrow, we were like, I don't know if it's really worth the effort. So
This is all we really have. I just wrapped up my dad's gift, and then we just have a couple of the gifts for our parents. And all we really have is like these stockings up, this little house that I don't think is even plugged in, and this little snowman, and that's really it. But yeah, I actually last year got really good at making these very intricate snowflakes. But you know, next time I can actually have a Christmas party, I'll probably go through the effort of hanging all that stuff up. More tofu scramble is the last of it, and a Honeycrisp apple while I edit this video, actually, so that hopefully I can get it up by the day after Christmas. Having a pretty simple dinner. I just put these sweet potatoes in whole in the air fryer. It's still steaming, and then I just cut them in half. I've got a bed of rice underneath here and some broccoli, so I'm probably just gonna eat the sweet potatoes, and then whatever is left over with the broccoli and rice, I'm going to eat it with the General So sauce. Again, another incredibly easy meal. Beans would go really well with that if I was hungrier, or maybe some tofu or something. I may or may not have had multiple pieces of fudge tonight, but I need to leave at least one left for Santa. Okay, I need to get in bed before he thinks that I'm just gonna stay awake the whole night. Well, it's Christmas night, and I didn't eat anything all day because I was waiting for our Christmas dinner. But before I get into what we ate, I have a question for you guys. Are you guys more of Christmas Eve celebrators or Christmas Day celebrators? For the people who celebrate Christmas, that is. Because I feel like I've talked to a lot of people who are surprised that my family doesn't really do anything for Christmas Eve. We're basically just Christmas Day celebrators. So I would love to know in the comment section. But yeah, I have been trying to, with some of my recent videos, like if I have a family dinner, just recording very little, because I used to do mukbangs and stuff like that, and I felt like a little bit intrusive, just because I want to be able to spend time with my family, just with my family and no camera, and just like a lot of you guys want to do. And I didn't used to feel that way, but now I just kind of decided that I want a little bit more privacy, and you know, maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but at the moment that's what I want. So that's why I'm not really doing these mukbangs or anything like I used to. But we had a great dinner, and it was kind of like our Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, growing up, my family has always done that. We basically have like Thanksgiving dinner when we were not vegan. We'd also have ham, and that was about the only difference. Although there is vegan ham now, but we didn't get any. But yeah, we had a like vegan turkey roast. Actually, I made the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and the gravy, and my mom brought over the turkey roast. She also brought over a mac and cheese, which was amazing. It was an incredibly simple recipe. Basically, she just boiled the noodles, shocker. And then for the sauce, she just got these Daiya cheese packet sauces. Actually, I bought them because she didn't know they existed, and I told her about them. She said she was thinking about making a mac and cheese, and I was like, Mom, I know you don't have that much time. Let me buy you this pack, and you don't have to make mac and cheese the day of Christmas. And she was like, I didn't know that existed. So she loved that. I loved that too. It was super, super good. Very unhealthy, but not a whole lot of time was spent making mac and cheese. So my mom was actually able to, you know, enjoy her day before she came over here. So basically, yeah, she just squeezed in the mac and cheese packets and then put like these dried French onion things on top. Just put it in the in the oven, and just made it into a casserole, and it was great. And then Kara made these two pies that were peach and apple pie. She got the crusts that were already made, and then she actually got, I think it was cans of peach and cans of apple pie, and just poured the filling into the pie crust. And then she got this crumb pie top recipe, and she said it was really easy. She did it while I was making the mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff like that, so apparently it didn't take that long. But yeah, she was like, I'm shocked it turned out as well as it did for how little effort I put in. So definitely, you know, try that out if you are in a hurry and need that sort of pie for whatever your family gathering is. Kara claimed that it was very easy, so I'll take her word at that. But yeah, it was a great Christmas. We watched Wonder Woman 2. I don't know if I'd recommend that one. The first one was good. This one, it was just like really long, and the premise was just kind of weird. I don't want to like give any spoilers, but it was just, I've seen worse movies. Like you've seen Aquaman, that was worse. Anyway, I had a good Christmas, and I hope you guys did too. So let me know in the comments if you guys are Christmas Eve or Christmas Day celebrators. I hope you guys liked this video. And if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.